Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to chat with you guys about 6 dumb things I've done with money. The first one's going to really surprise you. Let's get right into it. The first one, my husband may even be surprised at this because he doesn't know I'm going to say it. I'm going to say private high school for my daughter. The reason why is I'm not saying that this school didn't have some great qualities, but there was just so much homework that it was so intense and so stressful, and all it was busy work, and it didn't even help her to prepare for college. If I would have to do it over again, I would have probably put her in a charter school, which would have, my tax dollars would have paid for, and I could have used that money for something else. So that was a choice that if I would know what I know now, I would either have chosen a different private high school. But the problem is with private schools is the homework is insane. It's hours and hours. And if you're someone that has a more of an eye for detail and it takes you longer, you come home after a long day of school and you're doing 3 to 4 hours, even 5 hours of homework. Way too stressful. So that would be number one. Number two, and I've mentioned this one before, invested earlier. I did not start investing early enough and was not consistent. That has hurt me because of that choice. I'm going to be able to semi-retire at age 67, but I'm not going to be able to fully retire and live off my investments. I will have to do some type of side hustles and gigs along with that, okay? So that's of my own doing, okay? Number three, and I say this all the time, death by 1,000 cuts. A lot of times it's not something big we buy. It's the little things. Like the other day, I saw some videos on air fryer and I thought, wow, the air fryer could do so many things. But you know, I watched this really interesting video about it. But then as I sat around, I thought, you know, do I really need it? Am I going to really use it? There's so many times where I buy things thinking I'm going to use them and I never do. I'm going to be really honest with you. I bought that foot bath for myself. I thought, oh, this is going to be great after my demo. But to be honest, because it's such a hassle setting the thing up, I've only used it like 2 times. So I'm not sorry I bought it and I'm not donating it because it definitely could come in handy. But I'll do that sometimes where I buy something and I never barely use it. And mostly because of the hassle factor. I'm just being honest. But death by 1,000 cuts also is buying little teensy things here and there that really don't bring you a lot of value. And so just, you know, it could be getting a drink of your favorite pop with some ice. It could be doing that every day because you're thirsty. It could be buying a bunch of little plasticky things or decorations or holiday stuff or all the stuff. And then it sits around, you buy some stuff this year and then you donate it next year. Number 4, there was a period of my life where I barely saved any money. And I didn't have much money that I put in savings, and I could have been saving. I basically made sure all my bills were paid, and then I used the rest. So there was a time that I did that, but that was before I was married. Okay, number 5, this is a huge one, not staying a healthy weight, because I have had periods of my life since an adulthood where I was a healthy weight, like in the 140s. Now in high school I weighed in the 120s, and you might say, oh, everyone was thin back then. I'm going to tell you something. I worked my tail off to stay at 120. I ate 1,200 calories a day and was on a low-fat diet and was chronically hungry. So it did not come easy to me. And then when I was in college, I was a little bit heavier than that, but I had to diet like crazy to stay that teeny size. So I have been more of a normal weight before, but a lot of times a lot of hunger came along with that, just being honest. But not staying a healthy weight, basically, and buying all different size clothing, that's why I haven't bought clothes in 2 years. Big waste of money. So that would be another one. Okay, and last but not least, spending out of obligation, feeling obligated to either buy gifts or buy something that someone is selling. Those are 6 dumb money choices. Instead of judging all the dumb things I've done, guys, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Please share some things that you've done with money that weren't too smart but you're no longer doing. I want to hear from you in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, appreciate you, and I sure hope you come back for tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye now.